Congressmen and farmers filled a gymnasium in Galesburg to talk Farm Bill. The House Agriculture Committee held one of their field hearings in Knox County to hear from farmers about the path that this year's bill should head. The first question might be, can there just simply be a farm bill this year? Illinois Congressman Bobby Schilling, a Republican, says he feels it is possible if both sides and divergent interests in agriculture can sit at the table together.
In the spirit of Mark Twain, reports of the death of bipartisanship have been greatly exaggerated. After all, it was this Congress that passed the 3 free trade agreements, repealed the onerous 1099 tax reporting requirement, passed the Vow to Hire Heroes Veterans Jobs Bill, passed the Stock Act, passed a 4-year FAA reauthorization, and passed a defense bill that will promote workload and jobs for Rock Island Arsenal. All of these laws were bipartisan, I might add. Do we have our work cut out for us? Absolutely. But this is a bipartisan committee, and we will work together to produce a farm bill that works great for America. We have an economy struggling to regain its footing and a budget crisis to solve. Fortunately, ag has been very, very bright for us. Yet we know the economic production and cycles in ag require us to plan for the future. At $136.3 billion in 2011, ag exports have never been higher. And according to the USDA, for every $1 billion in ag exports, it provides for 8,400 related jobs for men and women here across America. That is why it is so important that the next Farm Bill continue to allow producers to do what they do best. At a time when rural populations are looking for new ways to grow our communities, our voice must be stronger than ever, and I believe this committee is up to the task.
Farmer witnesses who testified included David Erickson, a corn and soybean farmer from Knox County. He says he understands the ongoing debate about Farm Bill budgets and direct payments. Erickson says although direct payments are under fire, he can support its role in protecting farmers.
I know that much of the discussion to date about the Farm Bill has led to proposed elimination of direct payments. While I understand the need for change, I also must report how direct payments in our farming operations are beneficial and effective. Without the assistance of any other government programs, we invested these direct payments back into our farming operation to reduce soil erosion, improve drainage, limit nutrient runoff, and manage price risk. We made effective use of those dollars, and taxpayers reaped the rewards with a safe, abundant, low-cost supply of food and fiber. I understand the importance of federal crop insurance as a part of risk management, and I know that too much emphasis also on any single approach can be dangerous. Federal crop insurance should provide risk coverage for losses, crop losses, but not for poor marketing and overall risk management. Farming is a risky business. We need tools to help us manage these risks, but those risks can never be totally eliminated. I urge you to consider streamlining farm program paperwork. A vast majority of Illinois farmland is owned by someone other than who physically operates it. Absentee landowners are reaching the end of their desire to comply with all the requirements of farm program participation. Their frustration will only lead to lower participation and the increased likelihood of cash-only rental arrangements that do nothing but compound the risk already that farmers must bear.
Deb Moore, a soybean and corn farmer from Roseville, told the assembled congressman that a strong and well-funded safety net, the basis of which is crop insurance, is needed to ensure the continued strength of agriculture.
In the commodity title, we support risk management proposals and other programs that enable us to better manage risk, maintain planting flexibility, avoid restructuring of existing crop insurance programs, and are compliant with current U.S. WTO commitments. We use federal crop insurance, marketing loans, futures and options, hedge-to-arrive contracts to protect our financial investment in times of extreme volatility of commodity prices and input costs. Let me also add that credit for new farmers is important to the future of agriculture. With the expenses we face, it would be very difficult for a new farmer to secure enough credit to take over an operation from an existing farmer. In conservation, we support practices on working land. We would like to reduce the acreage cap on CRP in order to achieve budget savings and allow U.S. producers to respond to growing demand. Conservation projects that protect the environment are extremely important to farmers. Our farm is 30% no-till and 70% minimum till. We have relied on cost-share programs that reduce erosion through stream bank restoration, CRP waterways, and dry dams. But there are not enough resources to do all the necessary work. In energy, we support reauthorization and funding for the biodiesel fuel education program and bio-based market program, and would like to see reauthorization of the bioenergy program for advanced fuels. In research, we would like to see the Agricultural and Food Research Initiative reauthorized and funding maintained for research at land-grant universities to help us better manage production challenges. For trade, we need reauthorization and funding for the Foreign Market Development Program and the Market Access Program, and continue Food for Education and Food Aid Program. Again, let me emphasize that I strongly support these and other titles be part of the 2012 Farm Bill, including support for commodity programs, conservation, research, energy, export promotion, and food assistance programs. I thank you very much.
Attention was paid to acre and shore. Attending congressmen were looking for suggestions to improve the process. John Williams, a farmer from McLeansboro, says acre might work when prices were low, but there's problems now, especially as he sees it with shore and missing out on a payment when you farm over a large area in 2 counties.
In the 80s, when the prices were very low, the acre program would have worked very well, but we've been blessed to have more exports, so our prices have risen higher. The acre program just wasn't feasible. It didn't pay the producer. My experience with the SURE program, we have been paid through that. Whenever you get a yield loss and you draw a crop insurance revenue from we'll say 2008 year, then you will come back in 2009 and receive payment through SURE the following year. In my personal case, we farm in 2 counties. We did have a SURE loss in Hamilton County, but the crop was so great in White County that it kicked out the Hamilton County loss. It was ineligible. To me, a lot of our landlords carry crop insurance as well, and so because we were blessed to have a great crop in one county, but we were unfortunate in another county, the county that had the loss, we should have received a payment on that. And to me, that doesn't seem right. I realize the average is there, and for us farming in both counties, we were all right, but the landlords were penalized because of our success in the other county. So to me, that wasn't very fair or equitable.
The House Ag Committee Chair Frank Lucas closed the meeting telling those in attendance that it's his mission to have a farm bill written this year.
We, working as a committee together, have a very challenging process ahead of us. We intend to get you a farm bill that we can all support, that you can live with, that maybe you won't just survive but have a chance to thrive with. But it's going to be a challenging process.